Hey friends, welcome back to the channel. My name's Ibrahim and I've helped over 1,000 people with their NHS applications. You look at the person specification and there are 15, maybe 20 different essential criteria. You panic. You think, how am I going to write 20 separate paragraphs without boring the recruiter to death? And if you list them one by one, your application is going to look more like a shopping list. But if you use something called the bucket strategy, you can turn those 20 points into 4 powerful paragraphs that get you shortlisted. So we're going to master this in 3 steps. First is the raw data phase. Second is building your buckets. And third is how to write sentences that flow like a story, not a list. If you want the cheat sheet with the exact structures that I use, I've put my NHS Fast Track guide in the description. It's usually £49, but you can grab it for free right now. It includes the templates that make this incredibly easy. So step 1 is really rather simple. What you're going to do is open a blank document and copy every single essential and desirable criteria that you meet from the job advert. You're not going to try to write anything yet. You're just copying and pasting everything that you meet into a separate document. And at this moment in time, you're probably thinking it looks quite messy, right? And that's okay. Sometimes the NHS advert is quite logical, but other times it's all over the place. And that's why we need to create our own order. So this is where the magic happens. What we're going to do is we're going to group these points into themes or buckets. So categorizing these manually does take a bit of practice. And that's actually why I built the HealthHire portal, based on my experience helping over 1,000 people. The portal reads the job description and automatically buckets the criteria for you. It generates a supporting information statement that flows perfectly. It's just £150 for lifetime access with a 30-day money-back guarantee. You can find the link in the description if you want to skip the manual work. So let's look at a few skills and let's group them. So if there's a few skills on a job advert, so we could be looking at experience, specific skills, IT skills, record keeping. All this is like sort of competence and accountability. So that could be the theme of your first bucket. The next sort of skills that they're asking for are things like communication, teamwork, diversity, customer service. You could put this under a bucket of communication and people skills. Now, this is where most people get stuck. You have your buckets, but how do you write it? So here's the rule. You need to create what we call connective tissue. So you can't just say, I have this, and I have this, and I have this. You need to look at the bucket again. So for example, let's look at the first bucket that we've created, the technical bucket. And the criteria in there: experience, IT skills, record keeping. So a bad example would be, I have 3 years of experience, I have good IT skills, I'm good at record keeping, and that's just robotic. It's just, it doesn't read very well. Now, a good example would be, I demonstrated technical competence through my 3 years of experience where I utilized various IT skills to ensure accurate record keeping. So do you see what I did there? I hit 3 criteria in 1 sentence. So let's go deeper with the other bucket that we created for this particular job, the people skills bucket. So don't just list them. Create a scenario that requires all of them, or at least a few of them. So let's steal this structure. If we're making a story, we can use something, context, action, and result. So the context in this example is in my previous role within a busy ward, and then action. So we're going to say, I fostered strong teamwork by maintaining clear communication with colleagues from diverse backgrounds. And we're going to talk about the result, which ensured patient handovers were 100% accurate. So what we're doing here is we're not just listing skills, we're painting a picture. The recruiter reads 1 sentence and now can tick off 3 points. So to recap, stop listing criteria like you're a robot. What we're going to do is we're going to copy the list, copy the person specification, copy the essential and the desirable criteria that you meet. We're going to sort them into buckets, and we're then going to weave them into a story using context, action, and result. If you want the templates, you can get our free guide, which is linked in the description. If you want the tool to do it for you, please do check out the HealthHire portal. So thank you so much for watching. If you liked the video, please give it a thumbs up. If you haven't subscribed to the channel, please consider doing so. And please leave any questions in the comments and I will try to get back to you. Until next time, thank you.